to Representative Young, who is standing in, I think, very appropriately as ranking member for this hearing for his opening remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for the comments that you made about my role in this bill. I like to say I wrote the bill with a lot of good staff help. Me and Gary Studds, he was the chairman, and we solved the problem we were faced with at that time of foreign fishing fleets invading our waters all the way up to 12 miles off our shores. It was a hard-fought battle. Hard to get everybody together. We did it. And then it was sent over to the Senate side, and the Senate got a hold of it with Mr. Senator Magnuson and Senator Stevens, took our bill and put their name on it and sent it back to us. So it became a Senate bill. It should have been the Young Studds bill. But I'll have to say that. Anyway, I will somewhat agree with a lot of what you said. We have a working relationship. I think we can solve this problem. This bill has worked well, though. And I don't want us to do something that keeps it from working. I know you have a provision in it that I'm supportive of, and some people are not as supportive of. There's two Alaska Natives on the council. That'll be opposed by some people in the lower 48, as you well know. But I do think they play a major role and should be involved in it, and it would be in my bill if I was passing. But the big thing, it doesn't do good to get on the board or the council if they don't have the authority. And I do believe your bill passes that authority, most of it back to the secretary. And that's a one person's position. It's a political appointee, and I don't think it's safe. I like the council system. If they have failed, show us, and let's see if we can improve upon it. Transparency is good, ethics is good, I agree with all those things. But you can't have a shadow council if they don't have some authority. And our North Pacific Council has worked well. It's not the best, but it's probably the best of all the councils. But it's done the job for the industry, and remember, the original intent was sustainable yield of a species. The conservation, not preservation, conservation of species, sustainable for the communities and for the food sources for America and other countries too. I do believe that it's worked well. Can we improve upon it? Yes. And I'm willing to sit down and work with you and see if we can do this. I look forward to hearing my witnesses on what they have to present. And when that's done, let's work a bill, like you say, bipartisanly, and try to get to the situation where it needs improvement, improve it. But don't destroy what has worked well in the past. Because we have, I think, a great example that can make sure that we have the original intent, sustainable yield of a species of fish, whatever they are, for the future generations of America. With that, I yield back the balance.
All right.